Good afternoon, students and parents. Hope you're doing well. This worksheet includes all three elements of multiplication comparison, so you can see how they are equivalent. That would be statements, equations, and models. At the end, a number of word problems are organized using the three-column T-chart. All of the elements of math now are coming together as you can begin to see multiplication working in different situations. Remember, math explains our world around us. There are 4 word problems to be solved as practice. Take your time, do your best. Good luck. This part of our multiplication comparisons look familiar to you because we have a short mathematical statement. We're asking to write an equation and to make a model. And any one that's blank is one of the areas that you're supposed to fill in. Let's look at number 2 here. That's particularly difficult. And that's because everything's blank except for your ribbon model here, which has 6 boxes. So what does that mean when you have 6 boxes here? How would you interpret that mathematically for a ribbon model? I'll give you a little hint. Remember, your equation is going to have 3 numbers. So fill in the parts that you're familiar with and come up with the rest of it for number 2. Everything else looks pretty straightforward. It's something you've done before. Let's look down here at the word problem. Now, the same thing for the word problem. We have our 3-column T-chart here. We know that this is going to be the known parts of our word problem, and they're going to give us numbers. And it's more likely going to be 3 numbers. They're going to give us units. Well, they're going to give us 2 of these numbers, or 1 of these numbers, and we have to find the 3rd one. They're going to give us units, and they're going to give us an operation. This one's a little tricky sometimes, but we know we're doing multiplication comparisons, so we got a hint right there. This one's going to be our model, and we know that our ribbon or our tape model now looks like this. We don't know how to break this up or where to put numbers yet. And the next one's going to be the equation. And we know that that's going to have 3 parts to it. So it's going to have 3 numbers. We don't know what they are just yet. Let's go ahead and then we have a statement at the bottom. So let's go ahead and read the word problem. The 4th grade class played basketball against Crystal Boarding School. In the first quarter, Crystal's score was 3 times as many. So 3 times as many. Probably 3 times as many greater, I'm thinking, than Mariano Lake. If Crystal's score was 24 points, what was the score for Mariano Lake? Okay, so we got the number 24. Now, some of you have made the mistake over here of making this your equation over here because this multiplication is right next to the number. But 24 is a pretty big number, and we haven't spent a lot of time multiplying 1 digits by 2 digits. So you got to determine where these 3 numbers are going to go. The word problem is not going to put them in order for you. You've got to figure that out from your model, and you've got to figure that out for your equation. The 3 times we know goes up here. The 3x, or 3 times, can start our equation over here. This we know is going to be broken up into 3 parts. But where do you think this 24 might go? This in here, this unknown in here, represents Mariano Lake. And Crystal scored 24 points. So since we are behind in our score, because Crystal's score is 3 times as many as us, okay, and they have 24 points, it's going to go down here. This is a very difficult word problem. That's why we're working it out here along with our models, equations, and short mathematical statements. Okay, let's read our question. If Crystal's score was 24 points, what was the score for Mariana Lake? Let's just make it even shorter. Mariana Lake scored something points. So our units is going to be points. And our operation is obviously multiplication. Now, would Mariana Lake have 24 points or something greater than that? If Crystal scores is 3 times larger than ours? That wouldn't make any sense. So I'm assuming that the 24 goes here and the 24 goes here. That this is going to be a product of some score that we had. They had 3 times greater than us. So go ahead and fill out the rest of those numbers. Excuse me, and try to remember that this 3x24 doesn't mean that's what you fill in here. You've got to figure out where these places go. Don't just guess. Additionally, there are several word problems that go along with this. They're all multiplication comparisons. Here, Vanessa sent 25 text messages a day. Haley had 4 times as many dollars as her sister. Ooh, this is an easy one. 4 times as many. It takes Cody 3 oranges to make a small glass of orange juice. I think we've seen a more difficult version of this. This is an easier version of it. Janice uses 6 markers for an art project. Ivan uses 4 times as many. Okay. So do these on your own. Kind of use the examples we had down here. And go ahead and finish up what we have here for our table here for mathematical statements, equations, and models. It's a little much to ask, but you have a week to do it. And take your time, ask for help if you need it. On Thursday, there's going to be a Zoom meeting at 2 o'clock on Thursdays. Every Thursdays at 2 o'clock, we have our Zoom classroom meetings, and this is the time to ask Mr. Buttinger questions about that. So if you don't have your computer or your phone hooked up to Zoom, please do so if you get a chance. Good luck with this. Take your time.